Hello class, in this video I'll be showing you how to determine if a relation is a function when the relation is represented by a set of ordered pairs. Well, let's begin. So the instructions state, determine the domain and range of the relation, then determine whether each relation represents a function. All right. So in the first example, there are exactly 4 ordered pairs in the relation. And I'm going to determine the domain first. Now the domain consists of all of the elements in set 1. And in this case, set 1 consists of all the elements that are listed first in each ordered pair. So set 1 consists of the elements 3, 5, 2, and 4. So the domain, written in numerical order, is 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, now the range is the set of all elements in the second set. And the second set consists of all of the elements that are listed second in each ordered pair. So set 2 consists of the elements -1, 4, and 5. And notice, even though 4 appears twice in this relation, we're only going to write it out once when writing the domain and range. So the 4 is written only once. All right. So the range written in numerical order is going to be -1, 4, and 5. Now to determine if this relation represents a function. So let's take a look at each of the correspondents. So 3 corresponds to -1. 5 corresponds to 4. 2 also corresponds to 4, and 4 corresponds to 5. Now you have to ask yourself, does each element in the domain correspond to only one element in the range? And the answer to that question is yes. So in this case, we're going to say yes. This relation is a function because each element in the domain corresponds to only one element in the range. Okay, moving on to the next example. So this relation has 5 ordered pairs. And just like the last example, I'm going to determine the domain first. And in this case, that's going to consist of the elements 6, 1, 2, and 3. So set 1 consists of the elements 6, 1, 2, and 3. So the domain written in numerical order is 1, 2, 3, 6. The range is the second set. And that consists of the elements 0.5, -8, 4, and 2. Okay, so the range written in numerical order will be -8, 0.4, 0.5, and 2. Now to determine if this relation represents a function by checking all of the correspondences. So here 6 corresponds to 0.5, 1 corresponds to -8, 6 corresponds to 0.4 also, 2 corresponds to 2, and 3 corresponds to -8. And then you have to ask yourself, does each element in the domain correspond to only one element in the range? And the answer to that question this time is no. And that's because 6 has 2 range values, 0.5 and 0.4. So in this case, we can conclude that this relation is not a function. And we are done.